Alrighty-roo, and cuckoo to you and all my nobodies not watching. We're back on this. We're just gonna continue on. I just, need a second. Hey, guess what? Me and... What's your name again? Okay, great. That's cool. I mean, Stella's kind of a strange name. That's cool. Stella. Me and Stella are going to the lake together. Did you hear that? I know you're still around here somewhere. Are you sure? I mean, you never know. Like, with somebody, if this person or individual or whatever can actually, is real and can go invisible at any given time, you never know. Like, they might always be lurking. They may never be there. Like, the ability to go invisible is one of those leans towards villain powers, and just like you don't want to deal with the social situation or just don't want to deal with anything, or just don't. Being invisible, just whoop all the time. And then it could be a useful, thing to mess with other people. Be like, you think I'm there, but I'm not. And then no one knows what you know and don't know. I guess she is gone. No, she's still right there. She's probably just like, I'm not going to react. That's what you wanted. Okay. I had never been invited to anything before in my life. That's quite sad. That doesn't seem right. You're a high school senior. I wasn't. I moved around a lot. I wasn't exactly what one might consider popular, regardless of where I was. But still, you get invited to things. Like, come on. Come on. Not only had a hot dinosaur invited me to the lake. I don't trust that dinosaur. I'm sorry. He's already on my like I'd rather the I don't know if she has an imaginary friend or it's a legit invisible friend who that relationship doesn't seem healthy. You know, fairy person. I think they're cooler. But I was having a hot fae. I was given a hot fae a ride over there too. Okay, so you're saying fae fairy, they're the yeah. You're like those things are the same. You know what? Maybe that's how it works here. I don't know. Just be careful with that because that's yeah. Just don't get yeah. I was standing there by my. Is this like all after the fact? Like I'm afraid that this whole thing, like I'm gonna get to the end of it, and it's gonna be like this girl is in a rubber room, and this, it's not gonna be like that's a ornately dressed, teddy bear, right? It's just gonna be in like some padded cell or something with like plexiglass to protect the like she's gonna be like, hello Clarice, you know, you know, and this is all just in her head, cause like I don't know, I have to see the worst outcome, I guess, naturally before it gets there, and it probably won't go there. It's weird that she's sitting there in like these sort of clothing, right? But she's like, her feet are not in socks. She's like really well like clothed, right? But her feet are on these like sweatpants. She's got this big pillow behind her. And again, the ornately dressed teddy bear. It's got tiny little glasses and everything. It's a bespectacled. It's got a tie. You know, like that's like you go to Build-A-Bear and that shit's gonna be expensive. I don't know. I was standing there by my locker, looking at the two scraps of phone numbers in disbelief. I didn't know whether to be excited or terrified. The answer is yes. I mean, you have both of these people are, if you can refer to them as such, and I'd like to just for brevity and just I want to respect them as people. I don't trust the Raptor, not just because he's a very efficient predator carnivore thing. It's the way he talked and stuff, and is holding his arm behind his back all the time, and yeah. The other one just seems sort of like not so attached to reality, and that's that. Then someone came along to clear that up for me. Oh, now we're gonna talk to the other character. Still, I have just been standing this entire time. Didn't go to class. I registered for classes. I'm just gonna hang out by this locker and wait for things to happen. Cool. Stella's just like, wow. Why are you just standing around with that ridiculous grin on your face? Huh? Oh. Oh, hot goth ghost. I didn't know that was an option. Readjusting my formula. That's friggin' right. I'm a ghost. Okay, you look like... what was her? Jane from Daria. If she, like, just really got into some heavy drugs and OD'd and, like, got, like, way into Trent's band and was just like, yeah, this is what happens when Daria goes off to college and Jane doesn't go to art school. She just gets yellow eyes and yeah, all this. Oh, Ingrid. Oh, so you're like a thing. Does this scare you? It's like Wayne's World, like, do I scare you? No. Do you want me to? I could be funny, but I just don't think it's gonna work. I'm gonna be funny. Why not? Fuck it. It'll probably fail. I think I have a good one about a ghost and a dog. If you know what's best for you, better not crack a single ghost joke around me. Cool, cool, cool. So you're one of those poltergeisty style things? Okay! I understand if you can't handle it. It's pretty friggin' intense. Trapped between this world and the next. I bet you smoke cigarettes next to the dumpster, you know, when you should be at class. Why are you here? Or, like, I feel like if you're dead or a ghost, that sort of exempts you. Unless you were always a ghost. And I don't think that's how ghosts work. Doomed to wander in everlasting torment and stuff, like a tragic spirit, and sometimes a vengeful one. I feel like that's more you being bored, but it's like way more than some people can handle, okay? Yeah, you very much are trying to come off as harder core than you are. I can see how high you're hiking up your schoolgirl plaid skirt. Like, I can see it. I, like, don't even know how I died. Okay, that's kind of sad. Is that, like, something I can help you with? Were you murdered by the ladle ripper? I mean, you don't look like it. You just kind of look like the cuts in your shirt might indicate it, but they also look like they could just be, like, for aesthetic purposes or just the grunge thing. I don't know, like ghosts. They could be dead for a number of, like, they don't fit within time. Like, they tend to fit within their time, and if you don't know when that time is, it's like, you could be any time from when, well, no, it's supposed to be like the 70s or something. You're actually a little early to be goth. I mean, you're a little early to be goth, aren't you? Yeah, I mean, maybe. Maybe you just died. However I died, it was like probably really violent and tragic, thus making you a ghost. You have to look at me directly, the player. Really friggin' tragic, okay? Okay, alright. And like, Day is the only one smart enough to figure it out because it's such a friggin' like mystery. Wow, for somebody who's so like hardcore and like, wow, you still like the word friggin' a lot. I'm not like mad she's going to the lake with you. Because like, when you're a spectral entity trapped between death and the mortal coil, then like jealousy and stuff is kind of beneath you. Yes, your everything about this entire interaction, your tone, your facial expressions, your words, choice, all indicate you are telling the truth here. Very good, yes. I'm just telling you to watch out, okay? I will laugh if it turns out that Robert the Raptor is like the Ripper. Like, just because it seems so obvious, but also it seems like they're hinting that it's so obvious it can't be. And it's like, you know, sure. Just be careful, because like, as it goes, I can do all sorts of stuff. Other than just float and be invisible. Like, because to me, that seems to be all you can really do, is float and be invisible. And yeah, like walk through walls and be invisible, but that's not even the half of it. I mean, I feel like you don't have to walk, you're literally floating. Like, can you only float and then you have to like land to walk through walls? My understanding was that like, if you're a ghost, like, travel is, it's limited based on certain rules that often are very, very specific and whatever, and sometimes not at all. Like, sometimes you're like, I can only be here, and sometimes it's like, nah, I can go wherever the fuck I want, or I can go where I want, but I can't be there for too long. Ghosts are complicated. Sometimes I get all poltergeist on stuff, like throwing friggin' furniture and smashing mirrors and like knives. Okay, that's actually kind of concerning. Throwing like knives is concerning. Like, that could be a problem. And I'll even set your clocks 5 minutes late or early. I'll set some of your clocks late and some of them early. Then you won't know what time it is. What the I'm sorry, that one made me break. That one broke me. That one got me. I was just like, alright, I'm glad that I don't have to deal with a ghost that would say that, because I'd be like, okay, so you had me at knives. That's obviously concerning. Even if you can just throw them at like a normal human's ability to throw a knife, and you're not very good at it, because most humans can't throw knives. Like, if you can, kudos to you. But depending on the type of knife, it's not super easy, and even if you're good at whatever. But even if you're like real good at it, okay, cool. But like, that's dangerous as hell, even if you're not. Or scary as fuck. Like, oh my god, that's a knife. Like, and then ending it with, I'll even set your clocks 5 minutes early. Or late. Like, what are you gonna do then, bitch? Like, be a bit be extra late or be extra early, realistically, I would probably just be I'd be 15 minutes early or 5 minutes early. Gasp. You can't. And don't even blame me if that happens, because, like, I can't even control it. Feels like something you would have to take active effort to do, but you know what? Who do I know? And that's not like a threat or anything. Totally sounds like all of this was a threat, and you're just trying to be like, ooh, I'm scary ghost person. I don't even know what happens. Woo. It's just like, if you're gonna be around day, then I might be around. And I just want you to know what you're getting into. Well, the knife thing, that's genuinely a concern. The clock thing, I don't know how punctual this character is or how much they care about punctuality. I think punctuality is important. I'm more concerned about looking crazy by talking to you when you're not there, especially if other people don't see you. But at least I'm pretty sure you're real now. And honestly, apart from the whole like threats and the knife throwing thing, like, I actually, like, if you were gonna do that and not throw them at me, I'd be like, that's super cool. It's that you're probably like, yeah. So, like, yeah, maybe I'll see you at the lake. It'll be fun. They probably won't have knives there. That's good. Yeah, fun. I got a trophy earned first day of school. I was on my way home. Still very confused about everything that just happened. I can't believe how wild my first day was. I mean, people talk to me. Wicked cool people. And the plan? God, this morning when I made that plan, I had no idea. Yeah, no, the whole prank thing, fucking... I don't know if that was... I fell into the trap card or there was no other option for that, but it did not go... I mean, I acknowledge that was a stupid plan, but... I went with, like, prank, and it's like... Oh, no, there's already a Jurassic prankster, you know? That it would work so flawlessly. Oh my god, you think it worked? Okay, so maybe not totally flawlessly in execution, but I've got time to really perfect my strategy. Are you giving the ferry a ride? By the time I get to the lake, I'll have it mastered. Okay, so yeah, more and more I'm just believing that this person is in a rubber room somewhere. Crazy? I was crazy once. They put me in a rubber room. A rubber room that had rats in it. Rats make me crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once, etc., etc., etc. That's when it all hit me. I'm going to some kind of party. Oh my god, and I still look like I did when I left school. With people I just met. I might have fooled them into thinking I'm cool for like 5 minutes, but now I'm gonna have to spend a while with them, and there might be drinking, and I still have to drive from a place I'm not. What? Sleep in the truck. Who knows how long we'll be at the lake. But I have to go. They're expecting me. Is this just gonna keep going? I'm sad that I don't know, like, the Knight Rider theme better right now, because I just feel like it's sort of like in a loop that's not supposed to be happening. And it's like, I could, like, play that beat if I knew what it was, but it's just like... I don't remember it right now. I was so afraid of the idea that I'd get there and blank or embarrass myself somehow. Like you just show up and enter a comatose state. I started having a mini panic attack on the car ride home. Once again, gasp. Okay, so gotta think of something else. Gotta calm down. Look in the rear view mirror. What the no, what? They say you should be checking your rear view mirror like every 30 seconds or something, but like for quick bursts. I'm more into checking every 3 minutes or so, but I give it a good stare. It helps me calm down. What is wrong with you? Eyes on the road, hands on 10 and 2. Sometimes I get lost in it. Well, hopefully this is a straight road and there's nothing in front of me. I like seeing the road put behind me. It's oddly therapeutic. Just look at her. She's just like, tee-hee. Goodbye. What the fuck? Sorry for driving. No, don't say sorry. Say thank you. That's what the road's for. You think that road wants to just sit there endlessly? It's still going to fall into disrepair. At least, I mean, it doesn't want you to be like, I don't know, one of those like 10-ton tractors or fucking whatever, but that's not, I mean, I guess that's probably a thing, 10-ton, that's a lot. But anyway, like, don't say sorry. It wants you to ride it. It's like, roads are there for a reason. Maybe this time I looked for a bit too... Yep, and what? I'm gonna slam into something and end up a ghost too? Whoa, holy... Seriously, this is Taylor? Taylor's like... a half squatch? Stella? Okay. I'm gonna end this here just because it feels like this is a good way to end that one. It's just like, but look at his dreamy blue eyes you could just fall into. He's actually got a pretty decent face for, you know, he's like a extra Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. Named Taylor. Whatever, man. This game is weird.